Here we need the integral of 2 cosine to the 4 of x times sine of x dx. And when you have two trig functions, one being the derivative of the other, so cosine is the derivative of sine, what we can do is we let u stand for the function that has the highest power. Now when we do this, it's very important that we don't include the power itself. So it's almost illegible, I beg your pardon. So we're going to let u be equal to cosine x. And the reason we do that is cosine is the function that has the highest power. Now we don't include the power as part of our u, but that's why we select it in the first place. Right, differentiate that du dx. And you know that when you differentiate cosine, you get negative sine of x. This is differentiation, remember, so that's one of the struggles here. There are separate rules for integration and differentiation, but if we're performing u-substitution, then differentiation is part of our answer. So we want to get dx on its own always, multiply across by the dx, like we always do. So du is equal to negative sine of x dx, and to get dx on its own, just divide by negative sine of x. So dx is going to be equal to du over negative sine of x. Okay, so we can highlight that because that's going to be important, and we highlight that always as well. So the two bits that we highlight are u, and then we do a little bit of work until we get dx on its own. That's the other thing that we highlight. So I'm wandering about a little bit here, I apologize for that. Now we can rewrite the question, and we're going to keep the 2. Now cosine to the power of 4. Well, cosine of x was u, so cosine of x to the power of 4 is u to the power of 4. By sine of x, we didn't replace that, but we did replace dx. And dx, we replaced it with du over minus sine of x. Okay, now the important thing here, in fact it's crucial, is that the terms that contain x, or the pieces of this that contain an x, cancel out each other out. If we still have an x in the problem at this stage, then something's gone wrong. Because you cannot integrate if you've got two different variables. If you've got u and x, you cannot integrate here. In a couple of years' time, if you're still doing calculus, then you'll come to integration where you can have an integral in terms of x and y, for instance, and there is some double integration that you can do then, but not here, not this year. So that's going to leave us with, if I can get the pen to work, that's going to leave us with, there's a negative sign in there, so take the negative 2 out, and it's going to be negative 2 times the integral of u to the 4 du. That's negative 2. Now it's not a trig function anymore, it's a power term. So increase the power by 1 and divide by the new power. Okay, and don't forget plus c. So this is going to give us negative 2. U was cosine x, so u to the power of 5 is cosine 5x to the power of 5, or all over 5, negative 2 cosine x to the power of 5 over 5 plus c. And that's our final answer. Okay? Not too bad. Not too bad. But the key is to make your substitution correctly at the start. So this applies if we have two trig functions together, one being the derivative of the other, and one of them having a higher power, we let u be the function that has a higher power.